Speaker, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, to whom all holy praises is due, the Lord of the world, the most merciful, the founder and life giver to we the lost found, mental death in the wilderness of North America. My beloved brothers and sisters, I feel that I should grow about 10 feet tall and about 5 or 10 feet broad to answer to all of the honor and credits that I have been given here this afternoon by the ministers of mine. I'm real happy and know that I'm honored by your presence here this afternoon. I can never thank Allah enough for you coming out here this afternoon to see and to hear what Elijah Muhammad have to say. It is a great honor to me. You didn't leave your homes to come out here to listen to that which you already knew. You come to look and to listen to that which you have not seen and that which you have not known. And to learn more about that which we already know. I feel honored, but I want you to know that I'm just about the least one of all of you. I'm just a little servant, and I don't want you to take me for no great big man, no object of worship, nothing the kind. Take me for just your little humble brother. And then I will feel like that I can walk along with you and you can walk along with me. I never care for too much exalting. I like that Allah exalt me if I am worthy of it. I have traveled from Chicago by air this morning with my son and son-in-law and with my 2 secretaries and with more of my workers. And Allah blessed us with a safe arrival. And we thank Allah for bringing us to you safe and sound. And we are overjoyed to see you fill this house up to its capacity to meet us and to listen to what we have to say. I'm not here from Elijah. I'm here from Allah. Just forget about Elijah. Elijah is no more than a piece of chaff. It says Allah is the one. I came with the message of Allah to you, and not from myself. I'm here to offer to you that which I know will solve your problems that you have been going with heartaches, headaches all your life. Almighty God, to whom all praises is due, whose proper name is Allah, have given to me the solution that with my son and son-in-law and with my two secretaries and with more of my work. And Allah blessed us with a safe arrival. And we thank Allah for bringing us to you safe and sound. And we are overjoyed to see you fill this house up to its capacity to meet us and to listen to what we have to say. I'm not here from Elijah. I'm here from Allah. Just forget about Elijah. Elijah is no more than a piece of chess. This is Allah is the one. I came with the message of Allah to you, and not from myself. I'm here to offer to you that which I know will solve your problems that you have been going with heartaches, headaches all your life. Almighty God, to whom all praises is due, whose proper name is Allah, have given to me the solution that will solve every black man's problem in America. If you will only accept it. There is much that has been said, as the minister of number 7, the minister of number 11, Boston. These two great ministers have said plenty. In fact, about it, I feel that I should just dismiss you and tell you that, well, my ministers have said everything necessary. But I would like that you know that we have been misrepresented, is true. But any time, if you will look over the history of your great leaders of the past, you will find that any time that one of your own kind attempts to do something in your favor or demand justice for you, he's misrepresented. He's just other than what he's really trying to do or what he really is. Now, here I would like that you know that we are not here to detain you all the evening, or afternoon and evening, to tell you just a few things. We want to tell it and allow you a chance to get back home before night. We have one of the greatest problems of all people on the planet Earth to solve. I give honor and credit to our former teachers and leaders, Marcus Garvey, Noble Ali, may peace and the blessings of Allah be upon them. Those two leaders who are your last before me, they went a long ways towards trying to shape up your minds towards self and your kind. But you are still, right here in America, seems to be yet confused, yet divided, yet following this same old way that they call you to leave and follow a new way. Marcus Garvey said that you would never be worthwhile as long as the American flag flies over America. You would never be nothing but a servant. And how true it is. I would say right here that Noble Ali was also a great figure among us, a spiritual leader and teacher who tried to open a new house of worship and a new God to you, and not a new God and not a new house, but one that was as old as the universe itself. But none of you seems to have followed those men like you should have followed them. Today, there is so much confusion among the followers of the two men that you need someone, you need a third man to soothe the troubled waters that you have troubled. I believe that if you would pay a little more attention to what Allah has revealed to me, I believe every one of you that once followed Marcus Garvey, Noble Ali, would unite with me this afternoon. You only understood. I am the brother of those two men. Just remember that. I am their brother. And what they were trying to do, I am their brethren. And that which they failed to accomplish, Almighty God has sent me as a first man to you to accomplish that which they could not at that time. I'd like to draw your attention to the time that you are living in. That is most important. You're living in the year 6044. 6044 from the creation of the white race. That means that you are 44 years in your own year, and they are 44 years in your own year. They are not living in their time, they are living in your and my time. I hope that you will have a little patience with me for just a few minutes. I don't want you to get frightened and run out. And if you happen to get a little frightened at the direct truth that I may speak to you this afternoon or teach you, then go home and read the articles that I write every week. And you won't have to fear this. We must remember that if we are to be a successful people, make progress in this day and time, we must know the time. We must know our place in this time. We must know where to look to for progress. We can't make progress with the old world. I hope that you will reason there a little. We cannot make progress with the old world. The old world is going out, and a new world is coming in. It is universally known that the world that you and I have known is now tearing itself apart. We know and we see that there is no hope for us in a people that cannot get along with themselves in peace, and that every 10 or 15 years they go an all-out war with each other. We just cannot hope for no peace among that people that have no peace among themselves. We can't accept a peace breaker for a guide to peace. He must be an example of peace himself. You know, and I know, for the last 44 years since 1914, we have not had any peace as yet. And the worst is yet to come. I want to say to you, scholars, religious theologians, you must remember that if the present world of Christianity is to usher you and I into a better world of Christianity, I want you to take note on the past history of the old world of Christianity and see if you have anything in the old world that you can rely on to take you over into a new world of peace and contentment. It is these things that you, as myself, the darker members of that great and noble black nation. Some of us don't want to be called black, but I said that's the truest person. Black. That's number one. I mean the black that has not been tampered with. The black that has not been diluted. The black that has not been taxed by a white man's civilization. That's the kind of black. We must remember that we as a people, members of the darker nation of earth, that we have been separated from that people for 400 long years. And we have not tried to get acquainted with our own people. We have been trying to get acquainted with white people. We have been trying our utmost to make friendship and love with those who have crushed our parents, crushed us, crushed all our kinds wherever they have had the opportunity to do so. Whether they was here or there, they have crushed it. Think over it. The white race has ruled the darker people. And for 400 years, they have ruled us with their feet upon our necks. Today, you are a great nation here in a nation. Today, you have nothing that you can call your own in America. That is not wanted to be said. There are many that doesn't agree with Elijah Muhammad, but I know that Elijah Muhammad is telling you the truth, and sooner or later you will agree with Elijah's telling the truth wholeheartedly and not half-heartedly. We want something for ourselves. Come up here, any one of you, and stand where I am standing. Look in the face of hundreds of you sitting there. Look at the beautiful sitting of a dark of people, and then just think, what part does they play here? What part does they own? Where is a city in America that they own? Where is a state in America that they own? What is it that this beautiful nation owns in America? Just stand here and look at yourself. Shall we forever, as a nation, everything he says and everything he don't say? And if we act like anyway disapprove to his wishes, any act that he can charge us with, not coming up to what he thinks that we should be doing. All right, he said, get off my job. Shall we, as intelligent human beings who have slaved for 400 years for nothing but a job, shall we continue to do such? Shall we harbor fear of the master in our hearts, continually knowing that we are suffering? Stand for the future of our woman and our children. Even though we are swallowed like flies, but shall not we gain with our blood that we spill a live blood for our children's tomorrow?
Yes, sir. That's right,
If you're going to continue to harbor that fear in your heart that I can't do nothing because my master won't like it. My master will fire me. You're going to continue to nurse such petty ideas. You are a permanent slave to white privilege.
That's right, dear father.
I preach it to you, not the coming of God, but the presence of God. The presence of God is not that you and I remain in the gutter. Not remain beggars. No. We must have something of this good old earth that we can call our own little heaven. I feel sorry, sick sorry, for our poor people that have not enough nerve, is the old common word. It's you. Not enough power in them for self, to even speak up for self. Not enough in them to even bear witness with others that is speaking up for them. You are just that coward today. You are too coward to bear Elijah witness that he's right. For fear what? For the fear that I may lose my job. When did you ever own a job? We want to make a job for ourselves. We must have a job for ourselves. We must have land for ourselves. We are not going to be contented with being kicked out of white people's homes and shot up and down the highways and killed in the back of the field and crushed in the cities. We're not going to be satisfied with no such treatment. We're going to stand up.
That's right.
We're going to unite.
Right.
We're going to ask for something, and if we don't get it, we're going to take it. It is fear that prevents you from enjoying heaven while you live. All of this beautiful earth, 196,940,000 square miles of it. Here you and I, running from one state to another, seeking a place to stand and in line for a job. Not seeking a place to stand on that we can call our own, but seeking a place where that we can stand in line to be hired. You must remember John Hawkins, the old slave trader. He had our first parents for nothing. And we are the children of those parents. Now shall we line up in America, all over America, begging for a job and is satisfied to continue to give our sweat and labor to the same master's children for nothing. Whenever he said he have no job for us, we have then no hope, because he will put us out of his house if we don't pay him rent, or if we don't pay our mortgage note. We are off those again. This is a serious thing, and in a serious time. You don't need for Elijah to come here and say, "Come ye that love the Lord, and let your joys be known." You need Elijah to come here and tell you to come up. All of us get together. Find a house for us. That's what we need. We need a house. We need a house that we can call our own. That is the aim of Islam. The aim of Islam is not to teach you the spiritual side of it and to keep you a subject to your slave master. But the aim of Islam is to free you from your slave master, get you in heaven where you belong, on some of this good earth for yourself. That's what Islam is. We've got to have some of this earth. We must have it. We're going to have it. We've got to have it. We're going to get it. We're going to take it. Where is our woman at today? Where is she? Over in the master's office or in his house scrubbing his floor. She did that in slavery time. We are free now. What right we have to send her back to the master's house to scrub his dirty clothes and to wash his clothes? We gotta be men.
That's right.
I'm really all over myself to get to you, to tell you that you must act yourself. You are a real man, but you are asleep. I'm not satisfied. God is not satisfied at your condition. That's why He's here to better your condition. You must remember, my friend, that you hear on the radio and television today the booming of war. You see today this race of people who enslaved our fathers now gradually coming close and closer to one of the worst disasters that ever befell a nation since a nation has been on our planet. They are drawing themselves close and close, closer and closer together for destruction. They are threatening right now each other to start a cunning and a hydrant warfare against each other. You must remember we are in the midst of them. You must remember we don't have no air raid shelters. They are not building no air raid shelters for you and I. But they are absolutely falling. And now that wall has reached a hot heat. They want a hot warfare now. And you and I are in the midst. Russia boasted that she has weapons that can reach people. Think over that. 8,000 miles away. Now, you and I are within the range of that kind of weapon. Are you and I going to be foolish men, sit right here, look at our beautiful women and our little children, sitting under such explosion that will wipe us off the face of the earth in a moment of time? And we have a chance to get out of it. Will we sit here and suffer and not avail ourselves of the freedom to get out of it? Will we be so foolish? You must remember, my friend, that the whole world knows that war is inevitable. The government of America knows that she cannot escape a total war with someone. And she's prepared. And it's war talk all that you hear. But you sitting here under the power of America. Brother, remember the Bible, what it says. A strong man remains strong until a stronger man comes against him. Remember, my friend, that we have not respected our woman. We have not shown love to our woman as we should. We have acted like savages. We have ignored our woman sitting down, wallowing in the gutter. We didn't go to try to raise her. We went there and poured more mud on her. Wrapped her up and then called others, even other nations, other races, to come pour more mud on my woman. That is not good for us. We have the best woman God ever gave birth to on the planet Earth. But we have made her the worst woman. Because we show her no love. We don't try to protect her. We don't try to take care of her. We will drop her down in a house with 5 or 6 babies, walk on out, tell her to take care of them the best you can. We make a prostitute out of our own wives. I say, my friend, we are guilty of almost murder of our woman and our children. How can our children rise up and say, hey, Dad, how you do, Dad? He should say, hey, Mr. Enemy, I'd like to take your head off. I know that our women have fault, but I believe that we are guilty of it all. If we had been our own self, 100% a man, our woman would have been 100% a woman. And she's not so far gone that we cannot regain her to her feet and make the world bow in respect. Hate. There is a charge in the paper that I teach hate. I demand America to prove that charge. Let the white man prove that part of my teaching that is hate. I defy them to prove it. I would like to take a white man from Newark, from Chicago, or from New York, or any northern city. Take him down in the South and just let him pass by and look at me, how I will get along with his brother down there. And I want to ask him, look in those eyes and tell me who put paint in those eyes for me and my kind. Elijah teach hate. Demand him to tell you and point out that part of my teaching that he say that is hate. Tell him to point it out to you. No. It is the truth. That's right. Truth is not wanted among this people. That's right. It is truth that hurts them. That's right. It is truth that will be their destruction. That's right. He said to you, not to me. He said to you, he teaches that we are devils, thinking that you don't believe it, or don't know how to prove it. He teaches that we are devils. He teaches race hatred. Tell him, mister, if you're not a devil, then prove it. That's the way to talk. Take the paper. Elijah said, the whole race of you all are nothing but devils. And if you're not devils, then all right, go prove it. Put it out in the paper like he's putting it out, that you are not devils. And he will turn red and walk on off. They know that they are the devil. But they didn't want you to know that. But God has revealed to me that race of people, that they are devils, and that they are not no friend of yours and mine. And that he has come for their destruction. He has not come to put them in no mosque, nor in no church. He has come to burn them and burn their church and their religion. We are not weak people that we should stand up and tremble before this people. We know this people. We know how they came about. We know the way they are going off. The way they are going off. are not afraid of them. What rights we have to be afraid of them? When we made them ourselves. They are not their own makers. Who made them? They don't have no earth. It's our earth. Who made the earth? They didn't make it. We're asking for it.
That's right.
They want some of our earth. They don't have any.
That's right.
This is our earth, and we're going to take it. Go along with us if you want to. Or you can oppose us if you want to. Do either you want to. But we are here. We are not afraid of anything. We don't know no fear. There has not, for the last 100 years, there have nothing that you can boast of that Christianity has gotten for you. Only a more permanent mental slave to white people. What right you have to bow to a religion that even those who advocate that religion will not even recognize you as being their brother. White people will not call you their brother or their sister, though you are a member of the same church or in the same denomination. They just can't get that out. And you, as a black man, you just can't go up to white Baptist member and tell him, well, good morning, brother, how you feel this morning? Something inside, just won't let it come out. There is a lot of ignorant talk. We have to love everybody. We have to love everybody. Well, listen, brother, if you love everybody, I don't want any of your love at all. Because some of these bodies is enemies to other bodies. And we can't love enemies. That is against our nature to love an enemy. But the white man put it in the Bible. Love all, everybody. Love your neighbor as thyself. But who is my neighbor? Next door to me is a white man. And he's a priest of the Catholic Church. Is that my neighbor? He's just as far from believing in Islam as I am in believing in Catholic. He's my neighbor now. Shall I love him as I love myself? Or can he love me as he loves himself? No. No. How many times have you ever found white people proving that they love you as they love themselves? Not even if you marry one. That's all right. I know some of you married them, but that's all right. It is the nature of the person in which he is made. We are made in the nature of the righteous. White people are made in the nature of evil.
That's right.
Therefore, we two just cannot agree with each other. We just cannot love each other as we love ourselves. They cannot love us as they love themselves, because they are by nature created to be an enemy of black mankind. They were made from our own people.
Right.
The black man is the father of white people. They were grafted from us. Remember that. They didn't, there was never no such time as you read in the Bible, God went. My neighbor now, shall I love him as I love myself? Or can he love me as he loves himself? No. No. How many times have you ever found white people proving that they love you as they love themselves? Not even if you marry one. That's all right. I know some of you married them, but that's all right. It is the nature of the person in which he is made. We are made in the nature of the righteous. White people are made in the nature of evil.
That's right.
Therefore, we two just cannot agree with each other. We just cannot love each other as we love ourselves. They cannot love us as they love themselves, because they are by nature created to be an enemy of black mankind. They were made from our own people.
Right.
The black man is the father of white people. They were grafted from us. Remember that. They didn't, there was never no such time as you read in the Bible, God went out somewhere, heaped up a little dust, and said, come on, Adam, come on, Eve. That picture is used to blind you from the real truth of that person. Today you are getting the teachings all over the country as God has revealed it to me, that these people are grafted from you and I, and not one condemns. No white people will try to condemn it because they know that they are from us. But they didn't want you to know that. But the Bible teaches them that in that day, all your secrets shall be made known. And again, the Bible teaches them that in that day, so with the priest, so with the servant. Now, so with the rich man, so with the servant. That day is fast approaching. Approaching rich America. You must remember, my beloved brothers and sisters, you are not headed for no prosperity. You are headed for a complete fall. Billions, billions, trillions of dollars in America. soon will be worthless as your newspaper. Where is that gold? That gold is buried. Is that right? Why? Because there is no market for it. Huh? What are you doing in America with all of your degrees from colleges and universities? What are you knowing? Huh? Let's take the truth. Are you molding your people for tomorrow's independence? They are absolutely helpless to have nothing. Are you molding them for them tomorrow? Are you trying to make them to see and understand that this world has now come to an end and that we must build a world for ourselves? With all of your education, are you trying to teach them that, or are you trying to get them to look this way and take out his pocket, put in your pocket? Your degree is not given to you to rob your brother. Your degree is given to you to elevate your brother. Elijah wants something for himself and his kind. We have been underfoot long enough. We will forever be underfoot if we don't push the foot off enough. People are being shut out of their homes after buying their homes. In white neighborhoods, they are shut out of it. Get that nigger out of our neighborhood, or we leave it ourselves. But yet Elijah hates. He's preaching hate. But here white people is moving out of that neighborhood to keep from living in it. If one family of Negroes move in it, what do you call that? Your white people today are kicking their own children out of our schools. That's right. Where they find a black child coming in it. That's right. What is that? Is that hate or love? You are begging them to allow your children and yourself to be students side by side in their school. And they are telling you even the Supreme Court cannot even enforce the law on them to force them to allow your children to come in their school. And if they vow to give it up, my friend, it's time for you to wake up and find out who is actually teaching hate. You are even envied if you buy a new Cadillac Who is teaching hate? In the South, if you drive around some of those little small one-horse towns with the 1958 or 59 Cadillac, don't act like that you enjoy it. You better act like that you were kind of worried over something to get by. You will find too many blue eyes looking at you half open, gritting their teeth. Some of them will not even service your car. Won't even pump gas in it. Walk on off from you and leave. Who is teaching hate? They're bold to walk up to your face and tell you, I hate the so-and-so Negro. But you of late is joining on the white people's side against me, saying he teaches race hate. Just because I speak the truth and tell the truth, you don't say that I am teaching race hatred only because I said that the white man is what he is. And when I tell you what he is, then you say I'm teaching hatred because you are afraid of it. If you're going to be afraid to speak up for yourself and to point out the snake that is stinging you and your whole family, I said the snake should eat you up. Unite, that's the thing. You say it can't be done. Negroes can't unite. I said Negroes can't unite. Said Negroes can't unite is right. But I said the lost members of the tribe of Shabbat can unite. We are brothers. We are sisters. Islam. I don't want no more religion. Don't teach me religion, you will say. But I said, my beloved brothers and sisters, Islam is here to make a man out of you. It is not here to make a slave out of you. It's here to make a man out of you. If you will accept Islam, your fear will vanish. You will have no more fear. As you see, you don't see how these men could live to speak as they speak. But have not you in the Bible where it says that in that day a little child can play over the serpent's hope? Is that right? He can walk between the lion and the leopard or the bear. Is that right? For what? There will be no hurt nor harm in all my holy mountain. You must remember how to understand that. Any time that you are chosen by God Himself, and God has taken you to be His people, and He has taken to Himself to be your God, did not you know, brother and sister, there is nothing that you have to fear? That's just what God has done for you and I here in America. He has said to me that he will make these people eat out of your hand if you will submit. Submit, my beloved brothers and sisters, and follow me, and he will make them eat out of your hand. Don't care about them threatening you about you won't have a job with us. Come on and follow me. I will show you you will get plenty of jobs and a permanent job forever. They are threatening you to keep you away from Islam, making you to sign this. Do you go to the temple of Islam? Are you a member of that cult? Do you know Elijah Muhammad? Do you follow him? Do you believe in what he is teaching? You know, he's teaching some voices. You know, he's he's with the communists. He is teaching to overthrow America. Are you with him? You tell him, say, wait a minute, mister, before you write too much. These are all rabbit scares that they are trying to put before you. And if you say, no, sir, I'm not, I just went by there, but I didn't go in there. That's all he wants. Then you look at his friend and wink his eye and say, there's a scared fool there. Whisper to him, say, Elijah's right, but this fool don't know it. Wake up. You are too intelligent of people to be sitting around begging. That's right. With all of the fine professional people that we have in this government, would allow their poor people to be forever begging white people for a house to live in and for bread and soup. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then when you get in office, you rob them worse than the white man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Stop robbing one another. Rob the robber if you want to rob. The truth is true. I sent a letter here rather not so long ago, and in the letter, well, it was in New York, pardon me, a money order for $100 to help send a delegation over to Ghana. I haven't even heard from it. Think over that. Not even heard from it. But I was asked to help, just to show that I am, cooperative with my people. I will just throw something away, just to show you that I'm your brother. Not even heard from it. Yes, I did. I got another letter saying give something, but didn't even mention the gift. Now that kind of way has ruined our people, spoiled them, taken all of their confidence out of a leader. You ask them to do something for you, and then you take their money and go off and set off aside and get drunk off it. That's a shame. I was surprised to have gotten such return from, I thought, was a good offer, donation rather, for something that I could have gone myself into. But I'm not so interested into independent states, countries of our people out of America. They're not suffering for me. Yeah, you are the one that I'm interested in. I'm interested in you. If I'm not interested in my own people here in America, how can I be interested in those over there? They have an independent country, and that little country is not large enough to house you and I. That's right. What I want is an independency for my own people here in America. And if you are independent outside of America, send us some money. You send us some money. It's a shame. You have been robbed, going and coming. I'm not with no robber of my people. I'm not here to ask you this afternoon to pay the expenses around the $1,000 that cost us to come over here today in fare. I'm not asking you for that. I'm happy to see your smiling faces here this afternoon to just listen to the message that God has given to me to give to you. I'm not passing around pans. You never see Muhammad in no temple of his people going around with pans asking, tip. That's entirely up to you. I'm not preaching for money. I'm preaching for the brotherhood of the black man. It's pitiful for a man to look at the condition of our people, and they think they're all right. That's the truth. They think they are all right, and they are so all wrong. It's pitiful. My friend, you have a little money that you earned this week. Please take this advice from Elijah Muhammad. Don't go to the drugstore and buy drugs and, and increase the little ignorance that you already have deposited in your head. Don't do that. You're only making the people rich while you are getting poor and dying for the lack of good health. That stuff will destroy your life. Don't do that. Don't take it and run around to your brother and sell it to him to rob him of his money. And brother, don't buy that dope. Leave the dope peddler peddle, but don't buy nothing off of him. And then he won't be a dope peddler long. It is a shame that we have stooped so low to start now using drugs, disgracing ourselves, destroying our health, destroying our future children, destroying our homes, bringing to a naught everything that is worthwhile, and then we go off to prison. or to some institution there to linger around until we die. Don't do that anymore, brother. Don't go and spend your wages in the Jew's whiskey. He's in your neighborhood getting rich offering you, selling you bad whiskey. And if it was good whiskey, don't buy it. You don't need it. You was not born drinking liquor. Nature didn't make you like that. That's a habit you have taken up. And you can put that habit down. Better tomorrow before your family, with all of your full paycheck in your pocket, knowing that you didn't get broke round the corner of a tavern and someone pulled the check out of your pocket and went somewhere else and spent it, and you go back home broke, and then because the wife said that you have thrown away your money, you jump on her and beat her near to death to take revenge out of your own foolish act. That is not right. Don't take your money and enrich Jews who will not drink that whiskey they're selling you. And wives, take that money home to your poor wife. Give it to her and their babies. Make your wife happy of you. Make your babies look at you and run to you. And say, this is Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. We need a more peaceful home. And to bring about that more peaceful home, we have to be more careful with ourselves and with our dollar. We are wasting millions of dollars out there in the tavern and in gambling dens and in prostitution that the poor mother and the poor wife back home is suffering for the lack of food and clothes due to you going crazy out there with your check that you worked so hard for this week. Then you stop twice with that 50, that $125 or $150. First you stop to feed the Jew, the white man, with your money. And when you get home, doubtless you have anything. Then you are all drunk. Then you start rolling up your sleeve to beat a poor innocent wife. That is not good. Then if the children look like that, they don't like to see you like that, you just on them and beat them up. Then if the dog barks at you, you beat him up. That is bad. That is not good for us. Let us unite and be men. Let us unite and make a nation out of ourselves. Let us stand up like civilized people. No civilized government ever got to be an independent government with going to other nations' taverns, spending all of their wealth among other nations' sport. You are not able to finance sport. Let the rich man have all the sport he wants. But you go go and put some money in your pocket. Say, I'm going to save mine, build for myself a good home for my wife and kids. Then he will look around and say, he said, these Negroes is trying to be something after all. He will even offer you a helping hand. Tell him, say, no, I can't be no spook like you. I can't go off and take off 2 or 3 days just to sport and play. I'm not able. Tell him like that, and he will give you credit for it. He will have great respect for you. But think of a worker now, working in a factory, that the company is worth $1 million or $100 million. The boss goes off for the weekend. Yes, the worker don't have even but hardly $5 or $10. I takes off this weekend because I have to have some sport. We are too rich without anything at all. We want to be just like our master, and the master have all of it, and you have, and I have nothing. Let you and I unite and get something. Let us have a fast of liquor, a fast of drugs, a fast of gambling, a fast of prostitution. Let us fast on those things for a little while. And we'll see some of the more happiest wives and daughters and sons we ever looked at. Our wives won't have to be knocked down by us for going across the street, because you and I will have what she needs on this side of the street. This is one thing that degrades us and makes us unrecognized by the civilized world. You cannot be recognized by your people today unless, brother and sister, that you really have some respect for yourself. The American so-called Negro is absolutely scorned and looked down upon by our own people outside of